Getting to know Mama Cass. Former Traffic guitarist Dave Mason talks about working with Mama Cass but getting to know her a little bit. We've talked to a lot of people on this channel who knew her. We tragically lost her way too young in her career. What would have happened, right? We talked to Dave Mason about the former Mamas and Papas singer Cass Elliot on Rock History Music. Cass Elliot. Tell me about working with her.
Well, Cass was Graham Parsons was basically somebody I knew when I first came here. And I kind of stayed with him, slept on a couch for about a month. But Graham sort of took me around a little bit in LA, and one of the places that eventually, and they took me we went up to Cass's house up in Mulholland. And it turned out and the reason I sort of created that relationship there was because there was a couple living at her house that I knew from England, that I was really good friends with. Had no idea that they were there. So for me, it was because, I'm 23, 22, 23 years old, just, coming to America. Nobody knows who the hell I am. Traffic was just getting kind of known. And I was taken off the album cover anyway, when it was released here. So nobody knew who the hell I was. And so I was just a stranger in a strange land. So having people there that I knew really well was a place that I kept gravitated to a lot. So out of it, that developed, friendship with Cass. And out of that developed, we'd sit around and make music at the house, and it just sort of rolled into, well, we should maybe record some stuff. Sure, why not? What the hell? So that's really how that all came about.
What was your impression of her? What was your first impression of her?
Cass was great. Cass was sort of always, unfortunate. I mean, she was basically, other than John Phillips, the voice of the Mamas and Papas. I mean, that she was doing all the parts on record. I don't think Michelle Phillips was doing much other than looking good. Cass had a great wicked sense of humor. See, Cass could have been the contemporary Sophie Tucker. That's who Cass should have been.
Richie Fiore said, Richie says he didn't party a lot, so I take his word for it, but he said she used to have great parties, but he said he didn't go. So I don't know. I'm going, wouldn't you at least go?
Well, I was there a lot, so.
How does a guitarist what is it in someone that wants to tackle something like the sitar? I mean, what is, you just have a curious mind? What happens if I do this? That just seems like a very complicated instrument to me.
It is. Well, they all are, just what it was the times, it was the times I was 19, 20 years old, and I was sort of dabbling around with anything and everything, guitar and bass and Chennai and sitar and, whatever.
By the way, can people pre-order your book? I forgot to ask you.
You can pre-order the book from the website. Yes, DaveMasonMusic.com.
Are you doing signed copies and stuff?
I will be doing signed copies, yes.
Is it okay because this interview will start on Monday, we'll do different segments. Is it okay if we put underneath in the lower third that you can do that? Is that to promote?
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
I'll make sure I do that.
Pretty sure.
I saw it on your website, but I wasn't sure how old or new it was.
I think it's pretty new because we're just getting started, but I think there's like 50 or 100 pre-orders up there already. Okay. But yes, you can.
David Becker, who's a jazz guitarist, I don't know if you know him, but he says, cool. I went to school with his current drummer, Marty. He just wanted to say that to you.
Marty Farah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marty's cool. Marty's just basically joined the band.
You know, I've talked to a lot of people who knew Mama Cass, and that girl knew how to party. I want to thank Dave Mason for opening up and going down that road. I wasn't expecting us to do that, but it just popped into my head at one point in the interview. Remember, if there are some folks you'd like for me to interview, comment on this video and tell me who you want on this channel. I mean, you're the boss. You are the people watching the videos. And remember, if you want to make a donation, we always appreciate a donation. You can make one via the PayPal link at the very top of the description. Join our Patreon, get early access to our videos. And remember, of course, subscribe. Like our videos, comment on them, and share them on social media. I'd appreciate that. I'm John Bowden. This is Rock History Music. Take good care of yourself.